Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? Welcome back to the Long Dark. So, where were we? Mindful cabin, forsaken airfield, blah blah blah. Yeah. And long-term survival here, at least in the scenario I seem to be in, is not viable option. There's no large game nearby except for a bear, which is really too far away to be of immediate use. Good morning, Pseudo. So one of the problems about getting here is I had to bring all my food with me, and I'm running out. So now I've got two choices. I can either head for the not last landing. I even wrote it in the description and I can't remember what it's called. It's the place where there's a crashed helicopter. You can see it from where I am. Which takes you straight through bear territory, no cover, no real way to shoot the bear unless you take a chance on a mauling. Or, but that direction is complicated, because I'd have to hunt. And that bear does raise the risks. The other option is I head back to Drift Island, which I know some might not care for, but I've got food there. There is easy access to deer and bear, and I can at least then move on fairly quickly, probably out of the Forsaken airfield, because I've pretty much had enough of it, which hasn't been helped by the last couple of days where I had to speed run it. And you'll see what I mean. This Aurora cheat thing is set up for recording an Aurora for a music type video I did. Pseudo knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, that took me 4 attempts, but as a result I am a bit tired of the Forsaken airfield. So, how are you doing, Pseudo, or did I already ask? And I apologize if I did.
Too much stuff to carry.
Right, his usual complaint. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Visuals display. For getting that recording, I had to switch the HUD off. And yeah. There we go. There we go. Right, let's see whether I got everything I need. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Good, everything should be on the travois. Have I got water? I do. Do I have food? I do. Alright. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I want my... Pick up this stuff. What time of day is it? It's a bit late in the day for this, but I'll do it anyway. So, where am I going? I am heading back to Drift Island. I hope. And this is really not good weather to be doing this in, but it's the clearest weather I've got. So, that's what we're doing. I hope I didn't forget anything. Yeah, this is the Far Territory Tamarack Forsaken airfield, where I've spent entirely too long. So, restock, get out of here. Some of that will be done today, the getting out of here probably won't. And I'm, yeah, a bit irritated now, or tired of this lead region, because in the last 2 days, 3 days. I had to effectively speed run the far territories because I wanted to get a recording of the aurora, which I know I've talked entirely too much about, but I wanted to match the video of the aurora in this game with music from Sky Children of the Light, the concert by the Norwegian musician also called Aurora. And the way you speedrun this thing is you basically set up custom extremely easy and then have to gallop across the Forsaken airfield, which is not quick. At the same time, you have to make sure you're warm enough to actually survive the recording process. One recording I did ended up 15 minutes in with me freezing to death. So even though it's on very easy, you could in fact still freeze to death. I did actually finally get a decent recording yesterday, 35 minutes of aurora and sunrise, which worked out quite well. The airfield is actually, there's a couple of places in it at least that's not bad. Drift Island, which is where I'm heading now. So far the best location here because you can shoot a bear with relative impunity from the float plane. And I have shot, what, 3, 4 bears with a bow. There's deer nearby. The island itself is comparatively safe. The major problem with Forsaken Airfield is, under default settings, you can get socked in by the weather for several days easily. But I don't think I'm going to go to the contaminated region, whatever that's called. I haven't seen the bear. There's a bear off to our right. In fact, I don't see it. I don't think it comes up this far. This is why... yeah, the helicopter's more or less where I'm facing. And to get there, I've got to go straight... You're kidding me. There's a deer. I could have stayed for another day. There's a deer here. I actually came and checked this location, and because during the speed run I'd gallop up this road and I'd go past these 2 deer in this region. Well, I'm already on my way, so you gotta be kidding me. But we're not following the road. It depends on... Yeah, if you're speedrunning it and you've got pretty much, you know, everything set to easy, yeah, it still takes a while. It is true. And there's a couple of wolves off to my right that I don't want to get involved with at this point. But 3 of my runs to get to that location up there started off right near the transfer pass, which meant I had to run down the road as far as I could. Yesterday's recording, which was the successful one and didn't have a status change which forced a game save, took me about 2 hours to set up because I went to the airfield itself to get clothing. And that's probably why I survived the night. But I don't recommend anybody do what I did just to get 35 minutes of recordings. Just for the fun of it, I might actually show what I did in case anybody wants to get a recording of the aurora. And even with the aurora frequency set to high, if you're wanting a recording, if you want specifically the amount of time I did. Why did I want 35 minutes? Because the concert music that I wanted to use is about 35 minutes. So I needed to be in a position where I could survive the recording and ideally not have a status change that forced a game save. And I managed to do that on my 4th attempt. It actually looks halfway decent because the aurora gives way to sunrise around about the time of the last 2 tracks of music. So that actually kind of worked out. If anybody's interested in the results, you can find it on my channel under the title Aurora and Aurora. Music's pretty good. Although, to be honest with you, if I happen to listen to any more of it right now, I think I'll start screaming. Because I've had to listen to entirely too much of it over the last 2 days. Just getting it all worked out and set up. Oh, and in case anybody's worried about copyright, yes, the music is copyrighted, but the copyright conditions state that it's allowed for use on YouTube. If I was a monetized channel, the video would probably be demonetized, but I'm not a monetized channel, and the likelihood that I ever will be is fairly limited, to be honest. The other way of practicing speedruns, if anybody's curious, is playing an interloper. I've got 6 attempted runs in interloper. Look in the playlist for interloper. And they all fail because I can't find matches or a way to make fire, except for Black Rock, and then I ran out. But yeah, you end up running a lot. And you can make a surprising distance if all you're doing is running. Well, alternately running and hustling, if you like. I mean, you could do the same thing at any difficulty level, but when it's interloper and you're desperate to find as much resources as possible as quickly as possible, yeah. There's a certain urgency. And it is thanks to interloper I learned you can in fact run away from bears and wolves. In one of the interloper episodes, which a large part of it occurred at night, I ended up running away from a wolf half the night while I slowly froze to death, which was mildly entertaining. I mean, I can sort of see that interloper is quite doable if you get lucky in your first day or so, and if you know the map. knowing the map definitely helps, but I mean, I twice spawned in Interloper in Desolation Point. Hi, Tony. And I know Desolation Point moderately well, enough to gallop between the 3 main locations along the coast, and I couldn't find any matches at all, and that's what I really needed, or a fire striker, or even a magnifying glass. So that all came to a grinding halt. And the good news is no wolves over there. Yeah, and I need to fix the travois again. The thing I've got to watch out for coming this way onto the island is the wolf. You can't see it, but around the headland right there, there's a wolf that patrols, but while he's not normally a threat, I don't feel like encountering him or her while I'm hauling this thing. I wonder if I can get up there. Busy, Tony, I suppose. Can I get up here? Oh, looks like it. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna have to go around the other way. So what I might do is drop this thing, shoot the wolf, and then proceed. Well, this was a heck of a lot quicker coming back than going there. Yes, that's a reasonable point. I did come to this region, obviously, through the broken railroad, and did I stock up at the hunting lodge? I know I have a meat curing box in the hunting lodge now. I have a meat curing box here as well. I hope the game volume isn't too bad. I accidentally yesterday, while streaming Warframe, had the game volume turned up to maximum, and I'd done that for making a recording, and I forgot about it. So that made me harder to hear. I have to experiment with a noise gate. Which should, in principle, lower the game volume when I'm talking. Okay, so that's the way up. And hopefully the wolf isn't up there. Oh no, he's over there. I can see it. Yeah. If you're playing on widescreen, you can actually see things a bit better at the edge of the screen. I am really surprised I didn't end up with a blizzard. I thought I was going to end up having to stop because of the blizzard, but no, apparently not. I don't really have a favorite location per se. Desolation Point is useful because you've got the bear and the moose there. Milton, I like Milton for a starting point. This run actually started in Milton. But, you know, these things are all matter of personal preference, to be honest. Mystery Lake, I do like as a start point. Okay, what is HRV? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Excuse me, rabbits, coming through. Yeah, I did have a start in Pleasant Valley and ended up in heading towards Blackrock because I went the wrong way. Yeah, that's a valid point. I don't know where. Right! Honey, I'm home. Let's grab some stuff. And I definitely need to fix this. So, no. Grab my bear hides. Grab the bear hide, leave that one on there. Grab some cured gut. Where's my maple saplings? There they are. I need to cure those. Oh, do I want the flower? I do. I do want the flower. Yes, I do. I do want the flower. I can actually use the flower here. That's cloth. That's cured. That's cured. And you can see what I mean, I've already got resources here. And I should have... Yes, I've got a bunch of meat that's been curing in here for a while. I got lucky, to be honest. You know what this place is like. You can be socked in by bad weather for ages. So, what do I need? I need... let's put some stuff away. Need to drop that. I need some firewood. The other reason for coming back here is I kind of want to make the bearskin coat. Actually, do you know what that means? I think I've killed 5 bears here now that I think about it. No, 4. 4. So Yeah, I have a stash of food here, but I need some firewood. Yeah, I'm not going bear hunting in this. Not yet. I think every time I've travelled long distance. Oh, Hush River Valley. Okay. I have not been to Hush River Valley. It is obviously somewhere I have to go. The one good thing about blizzards is you don't run out of firewood very easily.
Sunset. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
I'm trying to remember. I've got a stalker run which I used to do in the evenings. My evening streams are now Warframe. But where did I start my stalker run? I think that was... Blackrock, was it? Or it was nearby. No, but no, it wasn't. Actually, do you know what? I don't remember. Because I know I ended up in Broken Railroad. Nearly died there. I think I'm in Pleasant Valley at the moment. In that run. If I die in this, I might resume that. Or simply restart on Stalker. Right. And in the morning we will fix everything. Well, start fixing things. I'll have to try a Hush River Valley start at some point. There's a moose satchel there? Thought you had to make those. I mean, I've got one, and I made it, obviously. Don't tell me I got an Aurora. I did not. It's just nice weather. I did think about staying long enough to record the Aurora at the Mindful Cabin. Based on what I know now, yeah, that probably would have... There's a good chance that would have brought this run to an end. So I'm very glad I didn't do that. Hello, little nugget. Are you calling me Bubba? Because we have a subscriber called Bubba, so it's slightly confusing. I haven't missed... Nope, I don't think I missed his arrival. Ah, yes, no, we literally do have someone called Bubba who watches. No, it's just slightly confusing. It's like, who are you saying Bubba to? It's not me, is it? Oh, no, it's okay. It's just momentarily I was off my stride, insofar as I have one. The same as usual. Nicely isolated for the most part from physical humanity and minding my own business. He's fine. Yeah, he was on... Most people don't know this. He was on a live stream, a Warframe live stream the other day. I didn't know he was subscribed to me. But he is, apparently. Right. You're kidding me. Have I got a good day? I do have a good day. It's a bear hunting day, which means I make a point of not doing anything that would like to get me into trouble. Right, if this is going to be a bear hunting day, I need to unload this thing. Oh, I hate doing this. Can I just drop the stuff? I can't. Okay.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
I hate doing this. Right. Let's drop everything that I can. I can't remember everything I picked up. Oh, I definitely didn't want to do that. Okay, never mind. Good for there. Ah, here we go. Don't ask me why I have those with me. These I've got because I like them.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Right, getting there. Kind of amusing to me that I now have far too much charcoal for most purposes. That's something I've commented on before, so it's not news. And he's getting cold. Okay, wow. It's as light as he's been for a long time. Surprisingly busy. Where's my water gone? Did I drop? I did. I dropped more water than I intended to. Okay.
This'll come in handy.
Right, let's just quickly warm up. Look, I can gallop like the wind. And now we have to deal with the fact that it's snowing. Wonderful. Oh well. Could be worse. Yeah, no, yesterday was slightly busy. Getting the recording for that video I was talking about earlier, matching it up to the music, publishing it, this sort of thing. Did I ever mention that I hate rendering? What's really funny is I seem to remember that if you're rendering a video for YouTube, they recommend that you render to MP4, which seems to me to be quite slow. It's slower than the video itself for me. But you can, in fact, upload MKV videos to YouTube, and it handles the conversion for you. So, for me at least, rendering to MKV files is a lot faster. So I render to MKV and then upload that. So, well, the visibility's good enough. And there's my beloved float plane. So what I'm looking out for now is moving blobs on the landscape. And the good news about this location, oh, there's the deer, is if it does blizzard, I can find my way home by following the aircraft's wing. There's wolves over there. I should have brought firewood with me, and I didn't, did I? Didn't bring firewood with me. Nope, that was foolish. So, watch out for ambulatory blobs. There it is. Right on cue. Good timing, Mr. Bear. Now, if we can just persuade you to come over here and try and kill me. If you want to stock up on bearskins, this is a very good place. Oh, I've already got one bearskin coat, but I might go for another because my moose skin coat is getting down towards decent, so I wouldn't mind a backup. A backup and a repair. And that's what this poor creature represents. I'm gonna have to persuade it. Snowflakes are the butterflies of winter. Come on. Notice me. Oh, it's a bit... Come on. How close am I going to have to get? Ah, maybe. Here we go. He does not want to cooperate today. Ah, there we go. Now you see me. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, now you see me. Oh, he's interested now. It's always tempting to take a shot with the rifle, because I've hit bear at that range longer with the rifle. But this time, if I hit him and he didn't drop dead, of course the inevitable would happen and I would get a thorough mauling. And I don't... After the frostbite damage I took in Forlorn Muskeg, I don't feel like taking another bear mauling. Because one bear mauling, in my experience, is normally followed by a second bear mauling. And, yeah. I would be hard pushed to survive that. Patience. How many times have I done this now with this bear? 1, 2, at least 3. Come forth, bear. No, I don't. And I am not going to provoke a charge. Do not want to do that. If I have arrows, I don't normally carry stones. Oh no, no. No, this is trust me, this location not going to be a problem. Not going to be a problem. That's why I'm heading for the float plane. Done this several times here. I don't know. It's surprisingly close. You can hear it before it'll charge. But yeah, there's a reason I'm doing it in this way. But no, the reason I didn't head for final approach was because of the complete lack of cover, and there's a bear there. Unless I could lure it into range of the helicopter itself, in which case I could shoot it probably from the doorway. But what I want to do is shoot it from the wing of this aircraft. Nope. Yeah. Should have brought firewood. Yeah, there we go. Oh, grief, that's scared there. Sorry, I just... There we go. That's why I brought him all the way here. Yeah, you can see, because of the field of view, it looks an awfully close thing compared with like this. And that's how you do it. And then you check your statistics for dead bears. 16. So and every single time that bear has died either in a relatively convenient location. Last time when I was warming up in here, last time I took that shot, I was sitting here and the bear galloped past the window. And it is... yeah. So, now the main problem I've got is if the weather's terrible in the morning here, I might lose him. But so far I haven't lost a bear. In fact, I don't think I've lost a single bear in the entire game. Don't think so. Always seems to manage to find them. Alright, what we're going to do is just warm up. Oops. And we have Glimmer Fog. Wonderful. Alright. That's bothersome. But this is what I mean about this location. If I go straight from this wing, I can get back to the island. Which is, whoops, useful. Let's see. He's dead. That bear is dead out there somewhere. So I will probably have to try and come back later, because I'm not going to find it in this. So I will now head back home. I've never encountered the bear at Trapper's Cabin. I did go there once trying to find it, and it wasn't present. Because I know they don't spawn everywhere they can do. I have never seen a bear in Mystery Lake. I've seen the moose, though, right outside the ranger's residence. Twice. Twice? Yes, twice, I think. I know it's at least twice. I've gotten a few one-shots on bears. So now I have 3 in-game days to try and find a dead bear. But in the interim, I can fix the travois. Yeah, I don't have any particular... Oh, I don't know. The first bear I shot, which was in Pleasant Valley near Molly's farm, I used the rifle and I shot the poor bear straight up the backside, and it ran away from me. But this is my favourite location so far for shooting bear, for obvious reasons. Second favourite location is the fishing hut opposite the gas station in Coastal Highway. I'm just going to take this in, and that in, and that in, and that in.
Feels like a lot of gear.
I ought to take the mucklux in, but I can't be bothered. Home sweet home. Yeah, that's all venison, I think. Let's see. Reason I'm putting this inside is I don't want to have, if the travois despawns, which it used to occasionally, I don't want to have to go hunting for it. Where is... Did I not pick up a deer skin? I thought I did. Yes, yeah, the hut is perfect. Because it'll patrol right in front of the opening and you just walk out and jump up and down and say, "Over here, bear, I have raw fish." Helps if the weather's cooperating. Definitely got to do some cooking with that. And I need to fix the hacksaw. Why am I carrying that? And those? Oh, yes, I can make another arrow. If you have a rifle, I've had my best success at the Mystery Lake. Because you can get shots at it with the rifle, and I haven't been trampled there, except when I got close enough, and then I got lucky and it dropped dead at my feet. I'd like to try the moose at the Quonset Hut gas station in Coastal Highway, because there's a house you can stand on, which might make you kind of immune. Trying to think where else. Actually, do you know what? Another place might be the climbing area in Milton. If you could get the moose close enough. But the problem is when they notice you, they tend to just come straight at you. So I'm not sure about the luring in part of that. Why did I put... Why did I put a deerskin? I know I had deerskin somewhere. Ah, there we go. I'm going to take the mucklucks in. Did I leave the food out here? I did, didn't I? It's around here somewhere in one of these piles. Oh well. Oh, loads of time. Right, let us do us a fix. Oh, I have never seen a moose there, but that's a good point, yeah. The thing is, Tony, you can't just shoot a moose and have it bleed out. You've essentially, once you've started the process of killing the moose, got to keep going. Because if you sort of come back the next day, you've got to start over. So essentially, yeah, you've got to pretty much figure on continuing the battle with the moose until one of you is dead. Preferably the moose. And while I'm at it, I might as well fix... Let's see, I think I've got some... I should have some scrap metal over here. I do. Nope.
I'm exhausted, but I just can't fall asleep.
I love this about the hacksaw, that you can fix it. It suddenly becomes so useful. You could use the hacksaw and for a lot of things and then repair it. See? One fixed hacksaw. I mean, a hacksaw will do a lot of things that a knife and a hatchet can. So, and yet you can repair the hacksaw. So, arguably one of the most useful tools in the game. Right. I am going to take a quick break
It's dusk, so night can't
to
be
stretch,
far behind.
rehydrate, and divest my bladder of its contents. I will be back in about 2 minutes. So I will see you then. And I'm back. Well, I had the... Oh, I don't know what the wildlife reset was. I've had the DLC during this run, and everything seemed to implement okay, with the exception of the cougar. The cougar is enabled, but apparently you have to restart a run to get the cougar. I have not seen the cougar in this at all. And that was, when did I get the DLC, the Far Territories? It was a couple of months ago. Right. Let us... I probably ought to... start a fire. Yes, I should.
Come on.
Ooh, good timing. Oh, I've forgotten about the raw rabbit that has been sitting there the entire time. There. Right. So cross fingers for halfway decent weather in the morning so I can get the bear. And this is his insomnia problem. Great. Oh no! Okay, I can do something about that, I think. I've got some... I should have rose hips around, or I can go fishing. I haven't had the scurvy risk in a while. Right, where did I put rose hips? There we go. Hang on a second, before I do that... Have I got enough rose hips for... Let me just double check. Hang on, thought I had some more. Alright, yes. And I think, yeah. Okay, now, did I remember to bring in my... Did I have a thermos? I know I've got a thermos somewhere. Where's the thermos? I know I've got a thermos around here. Where did I put the oh, it's outside, isn't it? Yep. Alright. Okay, this isn't too bad. Where did I put my thermos? Nope, nope. There we go. Where is it? Right, let's go and see if we can find a dead bear, and I will take some firewood with me. And let us hope the bear was considerate enough to die. Did I forget? That's probably enough. Let's see whether the bear was considerate enough to die in its roughly usual location. I'm surprised. The deer are out. And the wolves are not. Which makes my job a little easier. So, where's the bear? Until I made the travois here, I had actually made that trip across here, carrying quartered bear a bit at a time. I think it took me all day. It was slightly ludicrous. Well, if anybody sees a vaguely bear-shaped blob, please let me know. That, I think, is a rock, isn't it? Come on, I've never lost a bear yet. I don't want this to be the first time. Somewhat concerning. This is the first time that I've shot that particular bear and not pretty much come back here and immediately been able to find it. So, yeah. I guess I'm going to have to go looking. Is that a tree stump or a bear? Oh, it's a tree stump. Weather is proceeding in a manage. Hey, little nugget. And, oh, this is potentially awkward. I did not realize there was a tunnel up here. And I'm having to go back, I think, because this is going to risk doing me an injury. And even if I found the bear, I've got it's the likelihood of being able to quarter it and survive the process. Yeah, this was a huge mistake. A mistake of fairly substantial proportions. I think the expression is drat. Still, one thing I can do. No, but it warmed me up. And this is good news. Now I can definitely find my way home. I made a joke yesterday about doing Blizzard ASMR from the porch at Mindful Cabin. I ought to do it just for fun, see who watches it. Irritating.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
How many times have I made this trip across the ice, including in blizzards?
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Well, I might be able to do something about that. Oh no, that's not going to help me at all, is it? It's cold. Oh, this is of course far the worst experience I've had in a blizzard. I had one, in this run, I had one occasion I thought I was dead. No bedroll, blizzard, hypothermia. I could not see how I could possibly survive, and so I did survive. Made my all the way back from the ravine, far end of the ravine. Actually, I think I was, far end of the ravine. Right before you drop down to Bleak Inlet. Made it all the way back to the coastal highway. How many blizzards did I experience during that particular trip? At night? And got attacked and mauled by a bear. Which ended up dead, fortunately. Right. Well, at least I survived. Oh, I forgot I need to get some food. Let's see. Actually, I just had a thought. I have them occasionally. Can I cook? No, no, no. Ptarmigan stew. Rabbit stew. I can make that if I get some dead rabbit. Venison stew? Why can't you make bear stew? I don't have any acorns. I don't have... Do I have any pinnacle peaches? It's not really worth doing it, but... Oh, I could make rosehip pie. Do I have any pinnacle peaches lying around? Don't think so. Nope. No, I don't have any pinnacle peaches. I do not. Never mind. Right, well, okay. That was... interesting. I shall put my rosehip tea away then. Where's it gone? Why isn't the thermos classified as food? Oh. Where is it? Nope, wrong drawer. Where is it gone? Oh, come on, it was right here. There we go. Water. Might as well. If in doubt, make some water.
Come on. Come on. All this gear is slowing me down.
I don't know what he's complaining about. That gear's been successfully keeping him alive. So that ought to finish without my doing anything. Let's see what I need to fix. I'm bound to have to fix something. Nope. 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 Yeah, you can see why this is good for a bit, but yeah. Let's need you. Decent. Again? I just fixed those, didn't I? Those are okay. Those are okay. That's alright. Ooh. Do I have another sewing kit? Oh, I've got hook and line, haven't I? So that's all right. What time of day is it? It's getting on, which is nice. Let's see, what else can I do while I am thinking out loud? Really sure, to be honest. Yeah, lovely weather. Who wants to bet that A, I don't find the bear, and B, I end up in the same situation as the last place, running out of food, because if normal practice is followed, if there is a clear day tomorrow and I can't find the bear, the deer won't be there, because it seems to me that right after a blizzard, the deer go missing for a few days. Time is good grief. With luck, next week, cross fingers, I'm hoping I can return to more sane streaming hours first thing in the morning. Right now, I'm streaming from 5 AM to 7 AM my time, which is frankly daft. But I do it anyway. Normally I go from 9 to 11, which is a more popular time, I think. But... and I'm hoping to get back to that. That could do a fix. Wow, I need 5 ptarmigan down for that? Okay. Now I need to go hunt ptarmigan because... Oh! I didn't realise I had 26. Okay. That's good. I didn't know I had that much ptarmigan. So, I wonder if that's enough for the bear. Yeah. Let's at least get rid of the stuff that's in here. Not get rid of it, but... stash it somewhere. Where am I going to stash it? Yeah, that'll do. Right. Actually, that's a thought. I hadn't, I've forgotten where I put it. There we go. What is that worth in consumption? Oh! I'm pretty certain that was venison, too, so it doesn't seem to matter what you stick in there. As long as it's... yeah. Yeah, because I took all the bear with me. When I left here, it was all venison that was in there. Right. And coming on to nightfall, let's pass the time.
I need to.
Hopefully his his insomnia is still a problem. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Ah, listen to that. The beautiful sound of silence. Which means it's probably gently snowing out there. It isn't. Oh, you're going to tell me we have a suitable... Sorry, suitable day for trying to find a dead bear? Nope. There's the wind again. Okay. Maybe. Alright. Now. Yes. Perfect. So, given the length of time it's going to take me to go and find the bear, bring it back, and what have you, I can't do it in today's live stream. So, my best bet is to bring the stream to an end now, and then literally resume, well, obviously resume where we left off tomorrow morning. I think that might be the best option, because, yeah, I do have to start thinking about getting on with the rest of my day, even if this is a bit shorter than usual, for which I apologize. So, thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. And for the benefit of anybody who is not subscribed or who is watching this later and is not subscribed, please consider doing so, because then hopefully you'll be notified when next time I go live. And I hope you all have a good day. I'm trying to think of a different way of ending the stream. But I do like even though I've never seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and I probably never will, I do like the expression, be excellent to one another. If this was Warframe, I'd say be kind to your Kubro. But as it isn't, I will say be kind to children, be kind to animals, and I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for being here.